Hey, I just wanted to jump on real quick and talk a little about the Watchman's struggles. Some of the Watchman struggles, okay? And each Watchman, it's real important to know that your struggles are mainly based on your assignment, okay? Your struggles will be based according to your assignment. Now, if you are a watchman, you do get general watchman struggles, which is being lazy, trying to slumber and be asleep, or either the fear of people, social anxieties, where you, as a child, the enemy will begin to condition you to be afraid and fearful of social environments, because many times those social environments may be the place where you may need to be in order to do what you need to do. All right. And on the flip side, the social environments also sometimes is a place where you are not going to be, because whenever you are on your post and you are like um, interceding, and you're on your stances of intercession, you're on your stances of isolation, because you're not going to be around the social environment. Okay, so you have to keep that healthy balance with the social environment topic, because it's real easy to become overly stimulated or real underly stimulated. Okay, because even if you go into your isolation and you're so socially anxious and everything, and you have all of this stuff building up in you, toxic trauma building up in you from social environments, then whenever you go into that isolation, guess what? You're so bogged down with the mental and emotional pull of the traumas and the dramas and the fears, until you're still not going to be effective on your post. Because guess what you're going to want to do? You're going to want to lay down and lick your wounds. You're going to want to lay down and be idle. You're going to want to lay down and be in that mode of depression and oppression, because of the toll of the weight of the social stresses that have come upon you whenever you was out there in the social environment. Okay, so your struggles are going to be based on your assignment. Now, if you are going to stand on assignment for a kingdom spouse, for instance, then guess what your struggles are going to be? You're going to be struggling with intimate relationships in the past. You're going to be struggling with your own securities, your own confidence. You're going to be struggling with that femininity or the masculinity aspects of your life. You're going to be struggling with a whole lot of things that will trigger you whenever you're supposed to be on your post. Okay, whenever the Lord has given you a word and He's giving you a clear instruction, be careful not to let triggers and post-traumatic stress or traumas, unhealed traumas and unhealed wounds come into that post with you. All right, whenever you are not on post, you should be in like 24/7 scanning of your own self. Okay, making sure that you are in right standing with the Lord. All right, you have to be healed. You have to go through the necessary deliverances and the necessary processes so that you will be a healed human being. All right, because in the natural, if you are trapped behind enemy lines, say for instance, and this Green Beret soldier comes in to rescue you, but he's so traumatized and he's so scared and he's so fearful and he's so like uncouth. He don't even know. I mean, you have to help him. You have to help him or her, okay? Because they don't have it together mentally. They are very unstable. You don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you have to stand on your post for a person, place, or thing, for a city, for a region, for a people, you need to be as competent and as at peace in the Lord, casting your cares on the Lord, and keeping your mind stayed on Him, because that's where He keeps you in perfect peace at. All right? He don't keep you in perfect peace all scattered. That's you. Whenever you're all scattered, that's not Him. That is you. That is your flesh. That is you. All right? So you have to keep check and keep watch over those things, and continually observe and examine yourselves to see, even if you be in the faith, okay, just to see if it's things or when it is things, because there will come times when there are things that the Lord will show you that he wants you to pay attention to and to be vigilant over and to get it done. All right, if he says you need to stop sleeping so much, then you need to start working on stop sleeping so much. All right, so that whenever he wakes you up on a prayer watch, or he nudges you to wake up and pray, or he needs you to just stay awake and tarry, or he needs you to wake up and go call such and such that he told you to call, then you need to be over your flesh, okay? You don't need to let flesh, slumber, and sleep be in control of you, because guess what? It will mess you up. Believe me, I know it will mess you up. This girl told me one time that her grandma had told her that the bed will take your strength. And that is so true. The more you lay in that bed, even if you wake up and you're not even sleepy no more, the more you lay there, you will feel that strength. That bed just taking your strength to where you just want to keep staying there, and eventually you'll fall back asleep. So the bed will take your strength. So be aware of that slumber. Be aware of the slothfulness that comes with that. All right. So the main thing I wanted to let you know is pay attention to whatever your assignment is. I don't know what your assignment is. Pay attention to what that assignment is, and just know that the struggles are directly tied to that assignment. All right, because if I'm on assignment for the women's vanity, just praying against vanity, praying against this, praying against that, guess what? I'm going to like somehow struggle with overcoming that thing myself, okay? If I'm like, okay, for a prime example in the physical, all right, say like if I'm not a swimmer, I don't swim, I'm not getting ready to swim. If, I'm not getting ready to just go say I'm getting ready to go get into the swimming pool. So guess what? I don't have to be trying to figure out what kind of bathing suit or what kind of goggles or whatever, what kind of whatever it has to deal with swimming. I don't have to worry about that, because that's not my sphere. I'm not getting ready to go swimming, so that is not going to be my struggle. All right, so so if you don't have children, the Lord will still give you a grace for children, but he may not send you to women with children. Okay, he may not send you to that in an in-depth situation. Okay, he may not send you there. So if you're dealing with someone who has children, who has troubled sons or troubled daughters, teenagers who are just out there acting crazy, they're out there wilding out, then your struggles will be kind of conducive to that. You may have children who you've dealt with that before, or you may have nieces or nephews where you've dealt with that before. So just because you didn't birth a child, then that doesn't mean that you don't know situations, because if you're a woman and if you're a man and if you're human, then you've been around children. You've been around your sister, your brother, somebody had kids, okay? So your struggles are going to be kind of conducive to what your assignment is. So if you're dealing with addictions, if you're dealing with pornography, if you're dealing with whatever you're dealing with, ask the Lord, what does this have to do with my assignment? Okay, because the enemy is really trying to capture you in that area so that you would not be free. Okay, he's trying to capture you in that area so that you cannot go forward. Okay, so ask the Lord, help me, Father, to understand what you need me to know, what you need me to do, and turn my captivity. I am a willing vessel, and I repent. I repent and I convert. All right. So that's all I'm going to say about that right now. But you can visit me on LifeCoachNation.life. That is my website. I am Deirdre Burnette, the founder. And I do offer coaching calls. So if you are interested, go on over and book a session. And until we meet again, thank you.